It is Friday Night Comics. Welcome, everybody. And they're still calling it Friday for now. But it might be Saturday where you are. If you're on another part of the globe, it might be Friday afternoon. Anyway, we're here for Friday Night Comics, the We Believe in Comics workshops at the Sequential Artists Workshop, or SAW. SAW is a nonprofit school, 501c3 nonprofit. We have online courses. You can find them at sawcomics.org. Um, we don't have any big courses coming up in the next week or two, so that's why they got that blank slide there. But we've got some cooking that'll be announced in a couple weeks. But next week here at this in this slot, we have Amy Noseworthy. We're losing the ancient texts is their workshop, and that's all about stink lines and stuff like that. Anyway, donations. Thank you if you donated tonight or any other time. It really helps keep these events free. It helps us pay the instructors. It helps us um, help out people for our larger programs who need it. It helps us give some scholarships and make all sorts of other nonprofity things happen. It keeps us alive. So appreciate it. So we'll get started. Please no inappropriate speech or imagery. We like to keep the sharing PG-13 when we're doing that. You can share on social media also, hashtag Friday Night Comics. You can tag us at Comics Workshop. You can tag our host, Nick Bertozzi. I think he's just Nick Bertozzi, but I'll find it in the chat. And you can also join us at members.sawcomics.org and share there. We also do a sharing. Oh, wait, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let's watch the time. We keep these workshops at 90 minutes. So at the bottom of the next hour, we'll be ending. So we can't share beyond that, so please keep an eye on it. But there's lots of ways to share, including our weekly PDFs where we collect your work and we put them on seesawcomics.org. And those we did one. This is an example from a few weeks ago. We gather them all together. We put them in a little booklet. It looks really nice, and it's really great keepsake. So enjoy. All I know is that we have Nick Bertozzi. I'm going to stop sharing, and he's going to teach us or guide us or something through making some boring comics. So, oh, you know what, Nick? And your hand got lowered. I don't know why, but don't worry about it. I'm going to spotlight you though, if that's all right.
Yeah, and I will raise my hand again.
That'd be great. But
There
then
we
you have
go.
to look for that. You have to look for that thing. So,
Right.
all right, boring comics. What are we talking about?
Well, boring comics, we're going to get to that in 1 second. I'm not kidding. We're going to make boring comics. That's our intention here. How you all doing? It's nice to see you all. Look at all of you. Uh, I've known Tom for a long time. Oh my gosh, let me get right to the point. So, boring comics, you know what? We better not explain them until we do them. I want you to figure out what boring comics are to you. I do this with my students at SVA, and it's often the best assignment ever because, well, I'm just going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil it. I have to keep my mouth shut. So, let me introduce myself a little bit. I live in New York City. I've been a cartoonist for 30 years or so. And I used to work at a comic shop in Philadelphia called Fat Jack's Comic Crypt, the satellite store out on the main line, if you've ever been over there. I've also worked at DC Comics in the marketing department for a few years in New York City. And that was an experience. I did get fired. So maybe that's a badge of honor. I'm not sure, but I've been making comics ever since I was a little kid. I stopped for a few years to make music with bands, but then I got sucked back in. Once you try to get out, but they suck you right back in. The comics do. So I'll just show you a couple of my later comics. This
Definitely.
one came out. Oh, did you want to say something, Tom? Sorry.
Oh, I just said definitely.
Yeah, right. Great. All right. Oops, I got to turn off the lower hand thing. Okay, there we go. So this one just came out in July. This one is called Carmopolis, the Land of Cars from Top Shelf. Um, Sold a bunch of these at SPX. And it's for all ages. It first appeared in Nickelodeon magazine. Let me just show you some of those pages. I thought it'd be much better to see it as a comic. So it's got a lot of cutaway shots, lots of cool little cars that aren't normal looking cars, and a very fun adventure. Here we have the chocolate pizza warehouse right here. Anyway,
Not yet.
so that one just came out, but it was actually made I actually drew it for Nickelodeon Comics, which was Nickelodeon magazine, inside Nickelodeon magazine 20 years ago. And I'm finally getting to that now. 2 years ago, I drew this comic from the script by Steve Shenkin, who is adapting his National Book Award young adult prose history book about the how the Soviets stole the secrets for the Manhattan Project. And interestingly, it came out the same year or the same month, I think, as Oppenheimer. And I'm just going to show you a little scene. Let's see here. This scene right here. This is commando scene. I think if you can get this from a library, that'd be great. It's nice to own too, but this commando scene right here took a month to draw 16 pages, which normally I can do a page a day. But just this scene here of them climbing these cliffs, let me show you that. This was so hard to figure out. So here we go. A little hard to see, but so these commandos are climbing down a ravine to blow up the heavy water facility in Norway, so the Nazis wouldn't get the heavy water facility to start their own atomic bomb program. It was a really great book to work on, and we visited lots of schools. Maybe I might have even come to your town. And then I also self-publish.
Oh,
This comic is called Moose Otter. This came out earlier this year. Number two came out actually on Saturday was the first appearance. So this is one of four, and this is another all ages comic about a very cute little otter who's afraid to swim. And he's these subsequent adventures, he meets some Wampanoag and he meets his mother's boyfriend who tries to drown him. So it's a fun little kid's adventure. It feels I don't know, I try to make comics that have a very real life feel to them, even if they're comical. So that's a little bit about me. I also teach at the School of Visual Arts. I've been teaching there. I used to teach with Tom there. I've been teaching there for, oh my gosh, since 2003. I can't believe it either.
wow.
And I've taught at RISD for a little bit. I've taught at this animation school in Denmark for a little bit, in Viborg, Denmark. So I get around. I get around. Um, and I've made comics and storyboards. So if you've ever seen the TV show Losers on Netflix, it's a documentary series about with some animation in it about what happens to people who lose at their particular sport. And it's not just baseball and football. In fact, it doesn't have any baseball or football. There's curling, there's the Iditarod. So if you don't like baseball or football, you'll find something you'll like in that. And that's currently on Netflix, and that's 6 episodes. I also have done storyboards for a bunch of commercials. There was a Bud Ice commercial I did where uh, there's this icy cabin and it's a bar. It turns out to be a bar, and a guy reaches in to the ice bucket and falls through, and he winds up on a tropical island. If you ever saw that one, I did another one for England. There's any English folks here, where I had to draw the Wembley, not the Premier League, the Champions League team for Wembley. And I never want to draw another 18-wheeler again. Those are
Oh,
the hardest things to draw. Um,
wait,
so,
how did Wembley and an 18-wheeler go together?
oh, so I know when you think uh, English football, you think beer. And so the English football team, sorry, the Wembley football team is drinking Budweiser beer after a match. And so they drink so much apparently that a giant 18-wheeler Budweiser truck has to drop off another stash of Budweiser for the team. I guess that's why they're not in the Premier League. They're only in the Champions League. So on our first step to make it, so that's my introduction. I'm happy to talk about myself later. I don't mind doing that. And I see that some of you have raised your hands. Tom, should I take questions here or later?
No, I don't think any hands are raised, just me and you.
Oh, okay, that's just me and you. All right. So what I'd
Oh,
like
someone
to,
did ask, did you teach storyboarding in Denmark, or what was it?
I taught comics in Denmark, and I specifically taught, yeah, I think it was storyboarding actually. How the heck do they know that? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. No, it was not. It was, I get the question. It wasn't film storyboarding. It was like comic storyboarding. It was like layouts. Um, all right.
Yeah.
So, oh,
Were any of those comics you showed us boring?
maybe a little.
All right. Well, I just
I
want
just
to know.
realized I forgot to turn, I was rushing to get everything put together and I forgot to plug in my computer. So here we go. All right. All right. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys think of some boring objects. Here, let me go over here. Yeah, sorry, not even boring, banal. Banal. Everyday objects like a paper bag or something like that, or a roll of toilet paper, perhaps. I think you might already see where this is going. It's not always boring, is it?
So
Um, yeah,
think of some.
yes, let's think of some, write some down. I'm going to have you draw one or two of them.
We're gonna put them
Um,
in. Should we put them in the chat? Should we write them down on our piece of paper at home? Or
oh, yeah, put them in the chat. Great idea.
okay.
I forgot we're on Zoom. I thought we were in person. Uh, and then I want you to think of banal conversational connective words like and the other famous connective sentence when you're trying to talk to somebody and they say, in other words, and they repeat what they said. That's a
Uh,
great repetitive banal connector. I think these are going to help you in your boring comics. These are really going to, you're going to find exactly what you need in these. Eyeglasses, paper clip, toilet paper. Yes, yes. Wadded up tissue. I got that right here. If anybody needs to draw from that, there you go. Paper towel.
okay.
Dish. I think we have some good ones. All right. Trash can, mop. Well, you guys are good at this. I was thinking you might have difficulty coming up with these, but these are really boring. Um, let's see some more of those conversational connectors, the boring conversational connectors, if you can think of some. Yes, yes. I mean,
Uh,
like,
well,
anyway, so, all right, great.
what I mean
So,
is,
so anyway, I know I do it myself. Um, so I thought we could draw, doodle one of those items. And Tom, are we sharing those or not?
um, here's a good way to do it if you want to do a two-parter like that. What we can do is like after we do a little doodling, um, everybody can hold it up to the screen at the same time, and that's a good like 10-second like share. Everybody shares, and then later that'll give us time to share our finals, right? Because we're gonna make a comic after the doodles, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So this is just to stimulate you to get you
Yeah.
thinking.
So
And those banal conversation connectors are gonna they might make it into your comic or not. There's no you might use somebody else's. It's so no pressure, okay? No pressure. It's really easy to make a boring comic. Very easy.
so should we be drawing one of these objects or a couple?
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
Draw
Let's
some
do it.
boring, draw some of those boring things. How long do we have for this doodling?
Let's do 3 minutes.
Okay. You know I have a Zoom timer, right?
No, what's a Zoom timer? I haven't done Zoom since the pandemic.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Lucky you. All right. Anyway, so on my screen, I'm going to lower my hand for a moment. On my screen is a timer and it has the amount of time we have left. But the amazing thing is that at the end, you're going to hear this wonderful sort of red carpet music. Like you're at the Emmys, or like you're at the Oscars from 50 years ago. All right. So toilet paper.
Okay, now I'm in the gallery again. Good. I couldn't see all of you. Now I can see you again.
You ever see the Charles Schultz page from like when he was a young cartooning student where he just drew three of a lot of boring things like little baseballs and
No, I've never seen that.
I'll see if I can dig it up.
Oh, that'd be great.
Drew three of everything.
I'm just drawing what's in front of me. There's a lot of boring stuff. I'm in the offices at SVA.
Is a
Actually,
screen on a desk a boring thing?
oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting a sneak peek, but that's the problem, right? A desk can be interesting, but I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Dang it.
Wow.
All right. Coat hanger. That's a good boring one. Think about how many stories have started with a coat hanger. Is it boring? All right, I'm already ruining it. Already ruining it. A ceiling vent. Now that's boring. You're not going to get any more boring than a ceiling vent, or are you? I know it's annoying. I'll stop doing that now.
Oh, it's true.
Mason jar. Fantastic.
Oh, I love all these things. I feel sad for them all being called boring.
Exactly. Wow, you guys are so much more interesting than some of my classes during the pandemic. I don't think I got more than like two comments. This is great.
All suffering mental health crises then.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All I would ever see is the top of people's forehead or their feet or something like that. It was a tough time.
Or their feet.
Yeah. And that's, students I was being paid to teach. It was crazy. It's crazy.
And students you knew
Burnt toast, mitten, a noodle, a bean, a pea, big toe. These are fantastic.
the poem.
Broccoli is boring. Oh my gosh. A scrap of toenail. I can't like these fast enough because they disappear. Dang it. Okay.
Music. So
I
that's
love that, Tom. That's great.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
3 minutes. Do you want people to hold it up?
I would love that.
Here's what I'll
I
do. I'll move the spotlight so most people will go to grid view at that point, and then you can hold up your boring objects and Nick can take a look.
I see a turkey baster. Is that a half-eaten pickle? A pen, a can, an empty soda can. Wait, is that a tuning fork? Glasses? Okay, these are so boring. You guys are great at this. Those are beautiful. Okay. Well, you all fail. Those are not boring at all.
All right, I'm
Um,
gonna spotlight
those are
Nick.
so good. Oh my gosh. Um, this is a really fun thing to do. Oh my gosh. I wish my students were as excited to do this stuff. All right. So I think I'm going to tell you about we're moving fast. This is great. We're going to do the boring comic now. Is that good with everybody? Everybody feel ready to do that, to draw? Okay, I'm seeing some thumbs up. Thank you very much. Lots of thumbs up. Thank you so much.
You're gonna draw with us?
Yeah, I'll draw with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, look at all those thumbs up. This is heaven.
That's a new thing for Zoom, I think. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
that makes me feel good. Thank you. All right, so this is pretty easy. We're just going to do a four-panel comic of a boring, it's just, here's your goal. It's to make a boring comic. I'm not going to make it any more complicated than that. You have to bore us. That's the goal here. Four panels, and at least one panel has to have no people. I imagine that's going to be easy for most of you, but maybe some people that might be a little harder. So let's see. We said 4 or 5 minutes per panel. Why don't we do five? Since
Sure.
four will get us to 20. Yeah.
All right, we'll do
Oh, I
5 minutes.
didn't sh I didn't show you guys my doodles.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
Thumbtack,
You got a nice
piece
thumb.
of paper. All right.
All right, so 5 minutes per panel, and and so I'll set a timer. Should I start timer for panel one right now?
Yeah, and do we put on music? Do we
We can. Do you have, what would you like? I can dial something up.
Tom, you have the best musical taste of anybody I've ever met.
God, I don't know what that means. Um,
With the exception of early Genesis. I'm
oh man. All right, I got an idea. But
just
I
teasing you.
need to start so some people are asking about words. Take a look at the chat real fast and see if you can answer those questions
Oh yeah.
while
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry about that.
just a
Yeah,
couple questions about dialogue and stuff.
yeah, you can use dialogue if you want. Absolutely. You could, and I thought you could use some of those connecting words. I thought that might make things extra boring. Feel free to use those objects. And 5 minutes per panel. Yes, definitely 8.5 by 11. I wouldn't go any larger than that, I think, because it's we got to be able to see it on our screen. This is 8.5 by 11. So if it's any bigger than that, it's going to be a little hard to read. I will repeat the instructions. Absolutely. We're going to do, Tom, you're going to type this in, right? I'm going to
Yeah,
do,
yeah. And
we're doing a 4 panel boring comic, Boring. And your goal is to bore us. I mean it. I'm not kidding. You really have to work hard here to bore us. And you can use some of the objects we've mentioned in the doodle we've drawn or we've doodled. And you can also use as a prompt some of that boring those boring words or phrases that we mentioned before, the boring interconnected words like sorry, connective tissue words like or in other words or actually or like you know just to get you started. That's all. This is from you. This is your boring comic. So
well, I started the timer. It's
oh
at
great. Okay.
4:50, so we've gone 10 seconds. And you don't have to go, I assume, exactly to our time, but that's 5 minutes per panel, the way we'll set it up here. And I'm going to put some music on since you asked.
Yeah.
I think I finally figured it out. It took me a couple weeks ago we tried this and it took some trouble. All right, Nick, you tell me if you're hearing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It's like a distant AM radio over the ocean.
I love it. I love it.
I wanna give, I wanna love, I wanna live before I go out like a light. I wanna love, I wanna know before I go from this tale of woe. I wanna sing and shout what it's all about before I go out like a light. I want to dream, I wanna scheme, and the dream will come true. I wanna be with you and do what you do before I go out like a light. I want the sun to shine on me and mine, a whole human race with no trace of suggestion to doubt what it's all about. I wanna give, I wanna love, I wanna live before I go out like a light. Before I go out like a light. I wanna sing and shout what it's all about before I go out like a light. I want to dream, I want to scheme, and the dream will come true. I wanna be with you, do what you do before I go out like a light. I want the sun to shine on me and mine, the whole human race with no trace of suggestion to doubt what it's all about. I wanna give, I wanna love, I wanna live before I go out like a light. 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 Love is a many splendid thing. soaring above all worldly care, trilling its melody everywhere. Sunshine and gladness, music and laughter is forever after. Love is a many splendid thing. Flowers that bloom in May, silver moon at the close of the day. The songbirds are singing as they go winging. A love in the
Oh,
blue, two hearts aspire to. Love, that's a many splendid thing. Dancing till dawn are in your eyes, sailing the wide ocean blue, drifting and dreaming with you
17 seconds. Oh man.
Yeah, for panel 1.
in my arms and your charms, casting the spell magic
Well, I just started again for panel 2, right?
Panel 2.
All
Panel
right.
2.
Love is a many splendid thing. Yes, a many splendid thing. Love is a many splendid thing. Yes, a many splendid thing. Love is a many splendid thing. Yes, a many splendid thing. Shadows in my heart, shadows
I'm drawing a truly boring comic right now.
Oh boy.
in my heart,
Kicking butt, yeah.
so blue. They are telling me you found somebody new. Once, dear, my heart was all aglow, brightly shining like a rainbow. Dark now is my heart, for rainbows turn to rain. Will it always be
3 minutes. Oh my gosh.
in vain?
It's fast.
We will never part and lift these shadows from my heart.
I find it hard with 5 minutes per panel to be really boring. What happens is I want to fill up space and drama. You know, like
Exactly.
make changes, and I mean it might be bad, but it's not proving to be super boring.
Exactly.
Dark now is my heart, for rainbows turn to rain. Will it always be crying all in vain? Tell me we will never part and lift these shadows from my heart. just dreaming dreams I knew, and with a heart that's filled with memories of you, and in my reverie I hear you call my name, and then suddenly my heart becomes a flame. For love commands the night as all the stars
Oh, I'm giggling with joy. This is great.
that I belong to you, and you belong to
dull.
me. I'll walk a lonely street until my dreams come true, and then I'll walk again with you.
NP says no giggling allowed. You're supposed to be bored.
I'll walk a lonely street until my dreams come true, and then I'll walk again.
Oh,
There we go. Panel 3.
on to panel.
All
I
right.
know that
All right, on to panel 3.
I'll walk again.
There we go.
I'll walk again with you.
Right.
Glad to be done with panel 2. It was so boring.
If I had $1,000,000 and found a sweet someone like you, I would spend that $1,000,000 just to make her dreams come true. I would sail the 7 seas with her by my side, and linger in the evening breeze, drifting with the tide. If I had $1,000,000, and if wishing made wishes come true, I would give that $1,000,000 for the love of someone like you.
Yeah, see, Pamela and Andrea are saying it. It's like there's too much time to be boring. There's too much. You have to add something to make it more boring, Andrea says. And Pamela says, but that much time to think. It's hard to be boring.
We wanted to cut the last timer to 4 minutes, just as a.
I'll see what
Yeah.
people think. We'll do it. Oh,
I know we have 2 minutes and 46 seconds left, and it's boring. I certainly didn't mean to bore you. That wasn't my intention with my boring comment.
you know, the news has been so overstimulating that being
Yeah.
boring is really comforting right now.
Yeah.
Sometime tomorrow, somewhere and alone again. Sometime tomorrow, when it seems all my dreams are in vain, I remember then the sometime tomorrow on some lonely distant shore. Sometime tomorrow my heart will ache to return once more. So let that spark of love in your heart for me
Excellent, excellent.
until tomorrow.
Kill Your Television. I remember that song. That's how old I am. Oh my God, they have an AI companion with the chat. Not using that.
Do they?
Why on earth would we use that? Maybe somebody uses it. How?
I think you got a lot of people finished at just the third panel. That's it.
All right. So we'll do, yeah, the last panel should be, let's all do 4 minutes. Oh, let's do 3 minutes for the last panel. Want to do that?
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
You definitely don't want to waste anybody's time.
Sometime tomorrow my heart will ache
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing some already. Wow. David, you're done already. Oh my gosh. Is anybody else? Anybody else already done?
I'm gonna put in the chat. I'm gonna put our normal reminders before people get too
All right.
excited. Sorry. So watch out.
Some people are not. Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Well, we got another timer coming up. We're gonna do the 3
Yep.
minutes on this last one. Last panel. Last 3 minutes of our boring comment. Maxine. Maxine says, I'm done. Prepare to have your socks completely stay put. Delaney made 3 boring 4-panel comments. Quickly.
All right. Oh my God, is that boring? I bored myself.
You do this with your college students?
Say again?
You do this exercise with your college students?
Yeah, I make them do a whole week-long page. It has to be finished, colored, inked, and everything.
And boring.
And it has to be boring. Yeah. Is anybody sensing my ulterior motive here?
No, is there an ulterior motive? Steal our ideas?
No. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you. Until we have a plurality of people done. Tom, what is this? Who is this singer?
I just discovered another Rod Keith album. You know Rod Keith?
Oh, is he the song?
The song guy.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole album of really rotten music I hadn't heard yet. This one's worse than any of them. Some are good, but this is clearly before he discovered the psychotropics that sent him into his later career. But I also am pretty sure it won't get a copyright ban on YouTube when we have these on YouTube.
Oh, right.
It doesn't cause too much of a problem, but sometimes it does.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. 13 seconds to spare.
Here you go. I can't wait.
Darn it.
All right. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank the
Oh.
fellow voters. That's where that music is from, right? That's got to be from.
I don't know. Yeah, some sort of generic.
Oh yeah, singing William Shatner. That is not boring though. That will put
Yeah,
you on the edge of your
and
seat
Leonard
for sure.
Nimoy either.
Yes, yeah. If you haven't heard it yet, his song about Bilbo Baggins is, I mean, you're gonna listen to all of it. It's pretty I'm not gonna say it's, but we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. You be the judge. You be the
So
judge.
So normally we would ask people to raise their Zoom hand and start sharing, but do I want to hear about this ulterior motive first? Do we want to do
No,
that?
let's share some. Let's
Okay.
definitely share some.
Okay, so if some of you early birds want to share, go ahead and raise your Zoom hand. Yeah, we got people doing that. That's usually at the lower part of your menu, sometimes under the React button. Um, and we'll go in order that I see them up. So we'll go to Delaney, Dr. Bates, David, Lynn, AJ, etc. So Delaney, I'm going to ask you to unmute and we'll spotlight you. There you go.
Yeah, hi. So it's possible I did it incorrect a little bit, but so my boring items were a plug and a pen cap and toilet paper roll. And then I made a comic about, I like forgot about the timer. I wasn't really paying attention. I apologize. I was eating pizza. So I just made a 4-panel comic of a toilet paper roll near at the end of its life. But even that was a little bit interesting.
Yes, exactly. You fail.
I failed. And then I did a 4-panel comic of the pen cap, and then I was like, well, I have to make it do something, right? So I made it like falling. And
That
then
is also
you know,
interesting, unfortunately.
I know. And then I was like, and then there was so much time left, and I was like, oh, I did this wrong. So then I was like, how can I like
Would you read
do
it to us?
something? Oh yeah. Do you have gum? Do you have any gum? No. Do you have the time? 6:30. Can I borrow a pen? Sure. It's hot out there. Yep. Just a boring conversation.
Oh my God. I think, unfortunately, that also is not boring because it makes us want to know what happens.
Yeah, you're right. And like
I
who the
mean,
people are.
this person's not leaving this person alone. The person on the
Yeah.
left is not leaving the person on the right alone. And I think it infers that they're either a creep or they're trying to get to know them. And we really want to turn the page and find out what
Yeah.
happens
Or it's like
next.
jury duty and you just can't get out of it.
Exactly.
You're stuck.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you failed all 3 times. You're just too interesting.
All right, thanks, Delaney. We'll go to Hisla next. Let's see, here we go. Place spotlight. There we go.
Okay.
Hello, hi.
Hi, so my boring items were toilet paper, glasses, and a paper clip. This is really watching a strip of toilet paper fall from somewhere.
I'm sensing a theme.
And then more toilet paper roll falling down, and we finally see the culprit.
Fail. It's interesting. It's actually interesting. How did you do it? Oh my God.
It's actually pretty boring.
Can you hold up that last panel for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great panel. And panel 2 is really fantastic. Like, there's so much energy in that panel. And I love that there's the contrast between panel 1 and panel 2. And just like Delaney, you have too much contrast, too much interesting stuff happening. Not boring.
You know how we know it wasn't boring? You had panel 4 hidden for a little while because it was so
Yes.
exciting. You wanted to hide it.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks, Dr. Bates. We'll
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
go to David next. Here we go.
Yeah, okay, my items were socks and a toothbrush. Seemed boring. Actually, a boring word. Actually, where are my socks? I have my toothbrush, but I can't go out the door without my socks.
Okay, close to boring, but not boring.
Not boring enough?
No, it's too interesting.
I'm sorry.
We want to know what happens. Oh my gosh. You guys are also bad at making boring comics.
Long
I really love those panels and I, I like the urgency of it. It's the guy needs his socks to get outside.
Thanks,
I
David.
think I
We'll go
love it.
next.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, when-
Yep, got it. Okay, so I decided to constrain myself and not get overwhelmed. So I picked a P. I decided to make two Ps so we could have some dialogue. So two Ps, a boring comic. So, well, hmm.
Again, close, but no cigar. I mean, look at how you're using that negative space.
Yeah,
Holy moly, and the way they come together, I mean, it creates conflict. I'm
yeah,
really,
or whatever. Yeah. I had fun with it. What can I say? It was
I
fun.
love it.
Thank you.
beginning to,
Also, not boring. Oh
I'm
my gosh.
suspecting the ulterior motive is this lets Nick talk about storytelling.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll go to AJ next. Here we go. Oops, I need
Thank
to
you so
ask
much.
you to mute. I'm sorry, AJ. Hang on a second. That was my fault. And now I need to find you. There you go.
Hey, AJ.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Ciao from Italy. Okay, so more toilet
Ciao.
paper. Um, yeah. Um, um, this is a roll of toilet paper. This is me on my phone. Um, I'm in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Oops, the toilet paper is not a boring comment. That's it.
A fail. It's not boring. Oh my gosh. Are you guys terrible at this?
All right, we'll go to
Can you hold it up one more time really quick, AJ? I'm so sorry. Just really quick. I mean, panel three alone is fascinating. We want to know a lot more. You dragged us right in. You were close. You were very close with panel one and panel four repeating. You were very close, but no cigar. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you, high drama, Libby says. Okay, we'll go to Ann next. Here we go.
Did I unmute on time?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so
Hi,
door
Ann.
opens, door closes, blank piece of paper slides under door, paper remains. This was fun. Thank you.
Also, a failure. We want to know
Really
what's
boring.
on the note. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Super
But
excited.
it's a blank note. It's a blank piece of paper.
Wow.
It might have words on the other side.
Mm.
And who is putting a blank piece of paper underneath a door? What is with that? Did you guys ever see Beau is Afraid? That movie?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, it's so scary. And part of it is slipping notes under somebody's door. And the
no.
way you drew that door in the last panel and the first panel is so scary. I mean, a door alone like that has so much uh, agency, right? And
Mm.
it creates drama just by opening and closing. Brilliant. I mean, horrible. That's what I meant to say. You failed.
Thank
It's a
you.
terrible,
Thank
boring
you.
comic.
All right,
Brilliant.
we'll go to Joanne next. Here we go. Thanks, Ann.
Thanks, Ann. That was so good.
This was an ode to toilet paper.
Okay. You want
So,
yeah, go ahead. Explain it to us if you would. Yeah.
oh, I loved it because I just felt like I could draw these sort of absurd scenes with nothing happening. Um, yeah,
What's on this second panel though? I'm not quite is that a nose?
yeah, it's a nose. It didn't
Oh,
quite
yes, sniff. I see it. And is that a bird in the background?
That's like a bee.
Way too surreal. And most importantly, our brain between those two panels, especially panel one and panel two, our brain is desperately trying to make those connections. Like, why is this person sniffing this toilet paper? And what is the meaning of the bee? What is the meaning of the paper clip?
Yeah.
And then they say, yeah, like what is happening? It's causing us to do too much work in our brain. And you guys know about Marshall McLuhan. Remember, he said about TV is a cool medium because you don't have to do any work. Your brain doesn't have to do any work. And comics are such a warm medium because you have to do all that work in between the panels to tell the story, imagine the story. So brilliant. I mean, terrible, terrible. A failure. Thank you, Joanne. That's wonderful. I really love that comic.
All right, we'll go to Elijah. Here we go.
Hi, Elijah.
Oh darn. Not sure if you can see this, but it
You
says,
want to get just a tiny bit closer? Just a tiny bit closer? Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. Yeah. If
yeah,
you
it's a
read
bit
it to
flipped. It says, so one time there was a roll of toilet paper. So, yeah.
I think you've come closest so far.
Yeah.
That is almost boring.
What?
Wait, can you hold it up one more time? I think because you repeat all the panels, but it's you can't leave it at yeah, because now we want to know more. Like why is the toilet the star of the show? Right? That's the thing about the comics format, right? When you introduce a character and you repeat them on another panel, we want to know more. It's setting us up for a rhythm. That's what's so frustrating about trying to make boring comics. So brilliant. You came so close. You came so close. You get a D plus because you didn't I mean you get an sorry, you get an A minus. You came so close. I was trying to think of how I would say never mind, never mind. I'm just confusing myself with grades. I'm forgetting I've been doing grades for 23 years. I think I remember how they work.
Thanks, Elijah. Great job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you came so close. Thank
Go
you.
to Maxine. Here we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Maxine.
Hello. So here's mine, and it says, uh, yeah, right. No, right. Uh-huh. Well, better let you go. Where's my Coke?
And then we have nighttime or the light is turned off. All right, not boring. You failed also. Darn it. Can you hold it up one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you came close too because you're repeating the same object, but because you didn't put the main character in the frame, I think or the person talking in the frame, it really excites our need for closure, right? We don't get closure from this, and psychologically, we're left wanting more, and so that's why it's not boring. So, and you also changed the time of day, or you changed the state in the last, from light to dark in the last panel. So, yep, also a failure, an A plus, an A. You guys all get A pluses of failures. This is wonderful. Thank you,
All right.
Maxine.
Thanks,
That was
Maxine.
great.
Gail next. Here we go.
This is getting really boring. You guys are all terrible at this.
I
I'm
hope
just kidding.
I hope
You guys aren't.
I hope I bore you.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I'm hoping. I mean, wait, that's it?
Just one panel.
Oh, there's more. There's
Oh.
more. Does that say Peter Falk? It does. All right. Do you know what I mean? See, also not boring because our brain is working so hard to connect those. Was that the last panel?
That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did have another panel. Our brain is just working too hard to make those connections. And I don't know if there's any psychologists here or psychiatrists here. You know exactly what I mean by closure, because our brains just want things to be explained. And that's why when you have any comic at all, let me back up. Not any comic at all, but you guys have been terrible at making boring comics. You guys are way too interesting. So thank you, Gail. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, if Jesse's ready, we'll go to Jesse. Otherwise, we'll go to Kiara. Let's see. Here we go.
Why?
Jesse.
So you can be in it. My sister's here as well.
Hi.
It was my comic. It might be flipped, so it might not be able to read it, but
I think
this was,
it's just
I don't know how to
blurry
get it to
actually.
focus.
Yeah.
It could be the
That's-
light source too. If you put your
Oh, yeah.
hand, yeah, if you
Hang
put your
on.
hand
But,
over it to stop the glare, that might be what's happening.
I think what you're
Yeah.
seeing actually is a little autofocus where it's trying to find the
Oh,
Ah,
that's,
yeah.
but yeah, that's better.
see.
That's better. We can see it actually with more light, I
Oh,
think.
what did I do? Hang on. All right.
There we
So
go.
I've got cave lizard just living its life. No, it's gonna
Already
work.
not boring because it's a cave lizard. My gosh.
Yeah.
Sure, if you want.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Hang on. Sort of just sitting, eating, biting its owner, and sleeping and repeating. That's about all.
How can that be boring?
Oh.
It's not boring. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, another fail. It's too interesting. Biting its owner. We want to know more about that, for heaven's sakes. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Yeah. Thanks, Jesse.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go to Kiara next, then Nazanin, then Andrea. Here we go.
All right, so I
Thank
work
you.
in an office, and we recently instated a puzzle table, which has a jigsaw puzzle on it that we can all work on when we walk by. And so for most of the day, it sits empty. Sometimes I walk past it, stay put, start working on the puzzle. My coworker walks by, also starts working on it, and she gets a piece, and I'm like, oh, good one, Miriam.
You made us laugh, so not boring. You came so close, and then at the end, you snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Thank you, Kiara.
Thanks.
Brilliant, brilliant.
We'll go to Nazanin next. Nazanin's there. All right,
Oh
let's
my
see.
gosh.
Nazanin is going to share.
I love this assignment so much.
I don't know if we can hear Nazanin, but we can see it.
So we see a reflection in what looks to be a coffee cup. And then the reflection gets a little clearer. And then we see a rear view of somebody drawing. And then we get a longer view. We're zooming out and the person drawing says, "Oh, well." Oh my gosh, did you come close? But no, not boring. Right, Tom? I mean, look at that.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, the rhythm is amazing in this comic. The contrast of the coffee cup top tier with the person drawing the bottom tier. Also, one thing to make a comic boring, you fail because you didn't show their face, and now we want to see their face. It's closure again. But great work, great. I love it. I love
Thanks,
it.
Nazanin. Terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrea next. And I'm gonna have to
I keep blowing my nose. Forgive me.
hang on, Andrea. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Andrea.
Okay, so my boring objects were a paint roller, a shoe, and a one of those drawstring plastic kitchen bags, which is actually not boring to me because I find these kind of water things really difficult and challenging to draw. But then, the paint roller was kind of a gift because I was kind of like, oh, what's more boring than? And so this is a 4-panel about a paint roller leaning against the wall with a tray of paint and
Andrea, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Do you mind moving it a little closer to the screen? Yeah, that's much better. Much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a voice that says, "Is it dry yet?" And then a hand that checks and goes, "Hmm." And then the paint roller falls to the floor and the person says, "Nope." And I got done with that like really, really early. And I gave myself the challenge of adding something to the comic that would nonetheless make it more boring. And so all this tiny little text here is imagining that the radio's on and there's this ongoing, like kind of normal patter of like vaguely undermining bad news that is kind of what's on the radio constantly. And I thought that adding that, like, kind of ongoing monotone of like low key bad news made it more boring.
Unfortunately, no. Because we want to read it. It makes us want to read that text. And also, that a finger is talking to a paint roller. I mean, you've already set up an interesting, absurd situation that just can't be boring. I'm so sorry. A plus and not boring, but F and boring. You didn't bore us. I'm so sorry.
Good job, Andrea.
I
Thanks.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, I
Thank
really
you,
love those
Andrea.
drawings.
Really great. Really great.
Reminds me of MK Brown a little. Okay, we'll go to Chris. I know.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Thanks,
Hi,
Tom.
Chris.
My boring items were a pencil sharpener and some pencils. So there's the pencil sharpener and some pencils. And the pencils are saying they got a new monster robot pencil sharpener. So they can grind our ass before we end up on the floor of the car. And that's where they are. They end up on the floor of the car next to some
Chris.
trash.
Oh my gosh, it's an epic in 4 panels. This is so not boring. You missed the mark by so far.
I think I see what you mean. Like I thought this is going to be really boring, and then it's hard to make
No.
something boring. Yeah.
First of all, your characters are really interesting. Like those pencils are beautifully colored. They're so cute. I mean, Pixar is going to be calling you any day to start a new movie about that. And what is it? So they can grind our ass. That's very PG-13. I think that's as far as we can go.
Yeah.
Congratulations on getting up to the envelope. Well done. And but it's funny. That dialogue is so funny. I like that you think of the end of the pencil as their butt. I know it's a figure of speech. I know.
Yeah. We all need to sharpen our butts. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and it's like a horror comic at the end where they wind up on that. Brilliant. I mean, terrible. So not boring.
Plus pink and neon green, not boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Exactly.
All right, we'll go to Alan next. Here we go.
Okay, so as usual, I did mine on the computer. Can I share a screen or?
Yeah, you should be able to, Alan.
Okay, so when I drew random boring objects, I drew like a cup, a sponge, a shoe, and I forgot what else, a fork and and a pencil eraser and a pink eraser. But I decided to go with a couple of those for the comic. And well, I guess I won't try to explain it, especially since I'm not entirely sure what's going on here either. But we'll just go through it. So, guy here. So this is my favorite sponge. It's like yellow and it's got, holes, or I'm not sure they go all the way through. So, I mean, maybe they're not technically holes. Thank you, Austin. Who else has a favorite object to spare? Yeah, so this is my favorite shoe. So, yeah.
Oh my God, this is so far from boring. Another utter failure of boring. You missed the mark by miles. This is so interesting. I want to know all about this character, and this classroom sounds really fun. Talking about sponges, and that drawing of the sponge is gorgeous. I love it.
Thanks, Alan. Okay, we'll go to Javier next, and then
Thank you so much. This is I needed this today. So many good laughs. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi.
So the object that I made the story of, it's an urn. And it's just an urn. The first 2 panels just involve a couple just talking about the urn. And after that.
Wait, Javier, would you read the dialogue for us?
All right. So the first person is just saying, so an urn. Yeah, an old urn, sorry. Then they're talking about, so do you want to get food? And the other says, sure, anything's fine. I also made a detail like a small window above the urn so that you can see how the time just passes by. and in the last page, it just shows the urn at nighttime.
That is so good. Because we want to know what's in the urn. I mean, obviously it's gonna, most likely it's gonna be filled with ashes, of course, but now you've spotlighted it so much because we want closure, our brain's like, oh, we gotta see what's in the urn.
Gotta wait till nighttime to find out, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Javier, you failed. You did not, you're unable to make a boring comic.
Sorry, didn't manage to bore you.
Wonderful. It's so good. I really like this comic so much.
Awesome, Javier. Thanks.
It's so absurd. I love these comics.
Thank you.
Wait, we'll go to Hal next. Here we go. Thanks.
Hi.
Hey, Howell.
There we go. Okay. Well, first panel, bye, and the next one, the master was leaving, is going to work. I figure, what's more boring than work? He gets there, sits down at his computer, and falls asleep.
Oh my God, did you come close? Howell, how did you do it? You came so close, but I mean, yeah, work is pretty boring.
Yeah, I figured that's a good topic.
But the art is so interesting, and
Yeah.
you've got a cute dog in it. Not boring. Not boring at all. Oh my God. Thank you for trying, though.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Hal. Okay, we'll go to Nancy next.
This is so much fun.
Oh, good.
So I did a box of tissues. So first is the bedroom with the box of tissues on the side, and then me with a snotty nose, and then I lay down in bed with the tissue, and then I go to sleep.
Close. This is close, I have to say. This is close, but it's too beautifully drawn to be boring. And we want to know more about this character. That's the thing, right? You introduce a character and there's the expectation we want to know more because the story is not finished.
It's hard to make boring, but it's really a lot of fun.
Yeah. And when somebody's sleeping like that in that position, at least in comics and sometimes in movies, we the expectation is the next scene will be dreaming, or the next scene will be, them waking up from a nightmare or something like that, or hitting their alarm. So it implies that there's more to the story. So just because of that, it can't be boring. And the art is so good, so it can't be boring. Brilliant.
Thank you. That was
Thank you,
fun.
Nancy.
Thanks, Nancy. We'll go to Misha next, then Adrian, then Maxine.
All right. May I share my screen because I did it digital again?
Yeah, hang on one second.
My jaw is hurting from smiling so much. This is so great. And I have to wait another month before my juniors get to this assignment.
Oh, funny.
So, I did a life slice of starting with the roll of tape and the scissors. But so this is I tried to make an advice column, and I put it up at this local little free library, a couple of them. And it's got the Steinbeck novel, which I assume is boring, but maybe Steinbeck isn't boring. And as of yet, nobody responded. So you don't have to wonder what happened, because that's what happened.
But you made us laugh, so it's not boring. Oh my
dang.
gosh. And the art is so good, and that first panel is just brilliant. I can't believe you did that so fast. It looks so good.
Well, I used the actual what I had printed up.
Brilliant.
That's a real working QR code if anybody wants.
And it's really hard to draw somebody using scissors, isn't it? I mean, that was.
Well, I got my hand right in front of me. So.
Oh, of course.
If there's
but just that, the other reason why this comic is not boring is it's the beginning of an action and the conclusion of an action you just using your hands. And this is something I do in my comics all the time. I'll have somebody pour some hot water into a mug, put their tea bag into the mug, and then take it out. And it just creates a beautiful quiet human moment that connects us to these characters. And I definitely feel like yourself in this comic, your character of yourself is already alive. So
thanks.
Not boring. Another F.
Go to Adrian next. Thanks, Misha. Let's see. Hang on a second. Spotlight you.
Hi, Adrian.
I have, I don't know where I got, but here is my little barista grabbing a cup. I drew a paper cup. That was my boring.
Fantastic.
So takes this cup, puts it on the counter, and then hold up. I think this is bad. Putting all your little ingredients in. And your customer comes up and goes, I ordered that iced. As the drink is finished and ready to be handed off.
A good joke, and also, just like I said, for the other one, it's that small human moments like that are just impossible to make boring, because for whatever reason, in comics, I think film does it too, we're able to connect with the character, or find their humanity. So, Adrian, a terrible job of trying to make it boring. A terrible job, but brilliant. A beautiful comic. So thank you so much.
Adrian. We'll go to Maxine next. Here we go.
These beautiful moments, these funny moments.
I'm an artist on a budget, forgive the paper.
No, not
I
at
ended
all.
up with a banana. It's about the deafening silence of a room.
What is the banana saying? Sorry.
Sigh.
Oh.
But you see the clock ticking in the background. That's
Yeah.
that's the real star of the show.
Wait, go back to panel 2. I couldn't read it.
Oh, that's just some kid looking at it. I did this all like on the
Oh
fly.
my
I had
God.
no idea I was some.
That's so cute.
Okay. Here's a close up of the banana. That's the existential panic of the loudness of the room. You just farted. Yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, there's two. Yeah, you just said it yourself. The existential panic. How can that be boring? It's not boring. There's so much suspense here. Is the banana gonna get eaten? And of course, you've introduced this. This cute banana. We're
rooting for the banana. I know.
We're rooting for the banana. Oh my gosh! Another F in the boring.
I've always been an F student.
No, but an A in an amazing comic. Absolutely, it was amazing. Thank you so much.
See next.
I'm gonna share my screen if that's all right.
All right, I gotta change that setting. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right. And so I did mine digitally. And so I was recounting my time as a quality manager in GovCon.
Oh no.
And so I have a comic of being on the computer, a couple panels of that. I have the third panel reads CMMI, how processes can make your processes good. And then the last panel says processes equals yes, and no processes equals bad.
I mean, this is a great satire of modern work. So, no, it's not boring, but also not showing the character's face is also a great technique for not making a comic boring, especially at the beginning of a comic, because it draws us in, because of that closure. We want to see the face. We want to, we're looking for those symbols. We're very vain creatures, us humans, and we're always looking for faces and things. So, brilliant. Not boring. Sorry, F.
Thanks,
It's
Kate.
so good. It's so good. I love it.
All right. Misha in the
All right.
center.
Hi.
Hi,
I
Misha.
drew with a number 2 pencil today. For those who know me, I don't do that.
Great.
And I drew on a bad piece of printout.
Whoa, good start.
Terrific.
I'm outside, so I drew telephone lines, a worn eraser, a stick. Sorry, you can see through my thing. Oh, and then I couldn't really draw this because I had a number 2 pencil. An empty blue sky.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Writing empty blue sky in pencil is so poetic.
Yeah.
I love that. But it's also so not boring. I mean, what you're doing there is, I don't know if Tom has told you guys about, I'm sure Tom is really a brilliant teacher, so I'm sure he's told you about this, is the understanding comics and talking about panel transitions. you've got aspect to aspect panel transitions, which you see so often in manga, and more and more often now in comics, but only more recently. You know, it's describing the mood of it's like it's describing your POV, and it's brilliant. It's
Thank you.
perfect. So,
That
yeah.
was my comic. Is it okay to show you the comic too?
Oh my God. See, there you go. You even made that. Yeah, you're embarrassing me. Oh my God. No.
I appreciate you commenting. I
No,
don't
but
usually
but
try
that
to
actually
be.
just proves my point. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, it just proves my point that you put two things together and they're going to create a third thing. So brilliant.
The stick and the blue sky. Okay. All right. So what makes this boring is that I don't like drawing cars. I don't drive. I don't like being in cars. And last Friday, I was trapped in a car for Friday Night Comics. This is coming back from Southern California for and what also makes this boring is it's a tired joke. Everybody makes fun of Californians for talking about how they get from one place to another. So we took the 55 to the 5 to the 99 and we eventually got home.
I don't know if you've ever read John Porcellino, but that's a John Porcellino comic if I've ever seen one. That is fantastic and incredibly not boring.
Yeah, it's already been on SNL. It's an old joke.
Oh, it's so, but the way you drew it is so beautiful. Oh my God.
Thanks.
You
I didn't
needed
have
to
anything
try
to do,
harder
so I
to
just
make it
kept
boring.
scribbling until it was my turn. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And thanks for putting
Thank
up
you.
with my nonsense. I
Oh, no,
appreciate
no,
it.
it's okay. I love Shackleton. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Michaela next. Thanks, Mishka.
Thank you, Tom.
Hi.
Hi, let me make sure you can see that. Okay. Yeah, so I drew a comic that I titled very optimistically Home Internet Plans. And that bored me right away, but I'm not sure you'll agree. So the first is a bill. Well, I'll just read the seriously, 30% price increase, 2 million due now. And then I tried to make it really boring by just showing sort of I wanted to do like 16 panels of me staring at screens, but I ran out of time. So WTF. Oh. So regardless, yes, I understand. WTFF. And then the next part is what do I see there actually? Sigh. OMG, this like now. I scratched out the curse word. And then the end.
Not boring, not
I'm
boring.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I think the reason why this is not boring is it reminds me so much of a Jules Pfeiffer setup, the way he does it, where he has he'll often draw similar panels in a row, and then he'll hit you with a punchline, and that's what you're doing here. And yeah, it's a Jules Pfeiffer comic. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
Jules
sorry.
Pfeiffer's not boring. Jules Pfeiffer's so brilliant and
This
not
is
boring.
great fun.
No, thank you.
Thank
Oh, good.
you.
Thanks, Michaela.
Thanks,
We'll go
Michaela.
to Linda next. A few more.
Hey, thank you. This is so fun.
Oh, good.
My objects were a dustpan and a can of cat food. So we have a guy who starts here and he's saying, "Stop me if I've told you this before. And by the way, these mashed potatoes are delicious." And his companion says, "Thanks, I got the recipe from a dream." And he says, "The parsley makes the dish." And then he gets back to his thing. He says, "And so I looked all over town for a new dustpan. No stores had it. Let's see. No stores had the right color. Traffic was so bad, and I don't know why. And then suddenly I remembered I needed cat food. So I went back to the first store, and they had dustpans in the cat food aisle. And that's when I found Fluffy's new favorite cat food." And she says, "More potatoes?"
Yeah, it's too funny to be boring. And also, anybody that says the parsley makes the dish makes me want to read more and more and more. I could read a whole comic of that person. That is too fascinating. Yeah, you came close on panel number 3, especially. Holy
Thank
mackerel,
you.
you came close, but I did not get bored because the drawing is so good. So great. Thank you, Linda. Oh my
Excellent.
gosh. Not
Excellent.
boring.
Okay, we're
All failures so far. Incredible. I've only actually had one student come up with a non-boring comic. Sorry, Sarah. Didn't mean to talk over you.
No problem. Yeah, so I actually have 4 panels on 2 pages. So this is the first 2 panels. Oops, I don't know if you can tell what that is.
Like a snow globe. Oh, no, a fishbowl.
Yeah. So I just, I find like one of my first jobs was actually at a pet store caring for fish. And they are about the most boring pet you can imagine. So I have found, you'll sit there for hours just trying to find them sometimes. You don't see the fish at all. And then finally in the last panel, the fish is there, and I don't know if you can see it, but
yeah,
he is basically, he sees us and goes, eek.
Yep, not boring. I mean, you came close. If it had been another panel of that same fish globe, although I take it back, if it had been the same fish globe, we'd be wondering, like, what are we supposed to see here that we're not seeing? It would kind of remember that closure. It just pushes us. We're so desperate to figure things out. Everything seems like a puzzle. Brilliant, beautiful. Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah. All right, we have Edgar next. Let's see.
Oh, yay.
Sure.
Hi,
Well,
Edgar.
hi. Well, thank you for calling on me, Tom, and thank you, Nick, for the inspiration. Let me call mine. I call it
Oh my God.
The Boring World of Edgar Farr Russell III. Yawn. I know what you're thinking, that a man who was once introduced at an event as an international man of mystery can possibly live a dull, uneventful existence. Of course, that's true, but let's take a look at the more prosaic aspects of my life. Age 5, rolling marbles around an oval wooden coffee table, and by lifting the sides, I could get them to roll in a speedy circular motion. So there I am. Age 13 found me in the basement sorting my 500 comic books in alphabetical order from A to Z, and then ensure each individual title is in numerical sequence. For example, Action Comics, Adventure Comics, Adventures into the Unknown, The Mighty Avengers under A, Batman, How to Handle 80-Page Giants, Detective Comics, The Fantastic Four, Fight the Enemy, The Green Hornet, TV version, The Mighty Heroes, Our Army at War, featuring Sergeant Rock and the Combat Happy Joes of Easy Company, The Rat Patrol, The Shadow, Radio Comics version, The Amazing Spider-Man under S, Spooky, a Harvey publication, Strange Adventures. Dell Comics had strange numbering. My brain hurts. Age 23. As a young let me show you. This is the picture of me at 13 with all the comics, and you can see they're all neatly sorted in order. And there's the Batman comics up there. Anyway, age 23, as a young missile launch deputy commander at the launch control centers that I would go to, I always followed the checklist in inserting the weather commands into all 10 Minuteman missiles in order from 1 to 10 for every alert I went on for 4 years. And there I am inserting all the different numbers to insert the proper weather into each missile. And there's my tech order. And then it brings us to age 71. I am at an in-person art workshop, and one of the participants holds up a bag of wooden golf tees and says, "Does anyone want any golf tees?" I immediately reply, "I need 12 golf tees. I will use them for an uncompleted project with 12 golf balls from 1988 with the title, the disciples on the day of Pentecost.
Yes.
Anyway, so I hope this is appropriately boring for you.
No, it's not. Edgar, I'm so sorry. This is not boring. You tried so hard. You tried so hard, especially panel 2.
Yes.
I mean, God bless you. Tried so hard, but a failure, an utter failure of a boring comic because everything you're talking about is fascinating and it reads like a Kurt Vonnegut novel. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
I would read more of that. Absolutely.
That's high praise. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have done it without you.
Oh, good. Please do more boring comics.
Oh, I'll try.
Thank you so much. That was great.
All right.
Thank you.
Go to Jason then.
That was freaking awesome. All right, I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see if it's working. I think it is.
I did.
I will go to, by the way, thank you for this. It's awesome. I did actually have my son at age 16 in Copenhagen drink his first Carlsberg, and he paid for it. And then we went to Tivoli Gardens right after and rode the roller coasters. Okay, so I start like this, panel 1.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. My object was just this vape. I don't really need to see that, but I'll show you a picture of that after. So here I am. My cat and I sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. Nothing happening here. Oh, wait, that's the wrong panel. What the heck? No, it's not. Yes, it is. I get the panels mixed up. Okay, there's the second panel. I'm still asleep. Here's the third panel. Here's the fourth panel. That's it.
Oh my God, you didn't do it. You didn't make a boring comic. You had it. You were close.
Here's my item.
Just couldn't help yourself on panel 4. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Not boring at all.
Yeah, that fourth panel.
Yeah.
Stop sharing here.
I mean, all we want to do is turn the page and find out what happens next. Thank you so much.
Those eyeballs, right? Big eyeballs like that too.
And I never even got to go to Copenhagen when I was in Denmark. I'm so mad.
Wow, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I know. I went to Aarhus though, which is beautiful.
Nick, I'm gonna spotlight you again.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Lots of laughs for this one. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you. That was
So-
amazing.
I thought boring was gonna be boring, but it was not.
Yeah, I mean I've had one student, and I've been doing this assignment for at least 10 years, and I really should collect them all and get everybody's attribution or whatever the phrase may be, and publish them all because I mean it brings out the best in everybody, and it's so funny sometimes when you are trying to make an exciting comics page, you do actually wind up making it boring. It's interesting how that works. Is I think we have these expectations of what a comic is supposed to be, and when we subvert those expectations, we wind up I think our subconscious enters a little bit into the fray and allows us to. It doesn't let us come up with something boring. I just don't think it's possible. I mean, unless for that one student.
I was gonna say Linda has the question we all have, which is what was that one boring comic?
It was a hotel room.
Yeah.
And it was the same panel 4 times over. And it just wasn't the drawing was not interesting. For whatever reason, they were able to capture this incredible dull line, and there was just nothing interesting about it. And I should go back and find that one because I should have thought to show you guys that. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Although you would be bored, so that was not a great idea.
That's hilarious. I'm going to put one last time in the chat. I'm going to put the information for how to share, and if you want to put them on, you want to put them into your PDF, please do that. If you want to tag Nick on Instagram, it's Bertozzi, we're Comics Workshop. I'm going to ask everybody to unmute and give you a round of applause. And thank you, Nick. And Nick, so great having this workshop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. It was really good.
Fantastic.
So
much.
Thank you. Super great.
Thank you.
Amy Noseworthy. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Tom.
Good night.
Everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you in the funny papers.